What's the matter?
We have to be super secretive.
Yeah, super
We're
secret.
here in the basement planning a surprise.
We have a pretty big surprise for Miss A.
We're excited about it.
We're excited about it.
She'll show you the video, okay? You're so cute and tiny. That's super cool.
We got a big surprise from Miss A. We are pretty proud of her. She just completed her school year. She got 4 A's and 2 B's.
Which is really good. And she
Yeah,
worked
it's
hard
awesome.
for those.
Yeah.
Like, she completed all of her missing assignments.
Because I think
like,
one was a C for a while, right?
Yeah,
And she brought it up
she
to
brought
a
a
B.
C up to a B. She, like, if she had multiple attempts to take a test, like, she would keep taking it.
Yep.
You know, definitely what you want to see for a kid, for a high schooler, to really apply themselves.
And I was really impressed with like how she handled the quarantine thing. Like, so once her school closed, they like didn't do anything for a while. So I think it could have been easy for her to just get used to like playing video games and not doing work. But then they started back up, and it was all remote from home. And she just like took right to it. She was a self-starter and like did her homework and her tests and everything. And like I never asked her
I never had to
about like getting stuff done. She just did it.
Every once in a while I would ask her like how things are coming, if she needed like help, and sometimes she would come for help and like John would be able to help her, and like I'm like, that's not really my area. Not only did she have really good grades, which is, you know, really important, you know, for a kid who's in foster care to, you know, be thrown into a new school, to pick up and to really like apply themselves. Like that's a really big deal.
All new teachers, she had to get used to like their teaching style and school, just everything. Like, I think it was really hard for her at first to get acclimated, but I think she got comfortable. But then I feel like as she kind of got acclimated and comfortable, because she said that she liked to go into school, like this happened.
Yes.
And like she lost all that momentum, and then
like,
she was just kind of like forced to do it on her own.
And not only did she really apply herself and get good grades, but she also started to make some pretty good friendships. So again, like having those like bonds and those friendships are really, really important. So we wanted to reward her for that, but also cheer her up because we're coming up on 1 year that she's been with us. So there's probably a lot of like mixed emotions, and we wanted to give her something that, you know, she would really enjoy, that it would excite her. And so what's the most important thing to a teenager?
Their phone.
Their phone. Da, 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 da. This is an iPhone 11. So Miss A's been with us for almost a year, and she has had an iPhone 7. So we got basically the cheapest, lowest model of iPhone, because with a kid who's coming into your home, you don't know how long they're going to stay. You don't know their relationship with material things. So you don't know if they're going to take care of things. So we got the lower end model. And
it served her well.
Yes.
And not once has she complained that, oh, this phone sucks, and she's taken really good care of it. She's just been really responsible. We haven't seen her doing things or haven't caught her doing things on that she's not supposed to be doing.
Not at all.
So yeah, I think she definitely deserves it.
Yeah, and so this is pretty much glued to her all the time. We know that she's going to take care of it. We actually get this question a lot with, you know, how do you handle teenagers or kids who are in foster care and phones? And it's really, really hard to answer this question because it is a 100% case-by-case basis. You have to know your kid, you have to know the case, you know, you have to talk with their caseworker to see if there are any concerns. it is definitely based on the kid. So I'm sure I'll get some comments about the fact that we're giving her an iPhone 11, but we know her. We know that she is very, very deserving of this, that she takes care of it. And that's why we're rewarding her with this.
So you guys probably know that nowadays it's not as easy as just going into a store and buying a phone, because they're crazy expensive. And now the cell phone companies are doing all these crazy things where like they won't like sell you a phone. You gotta like have it as part of your plan. So we jumped through a few hoops to make this work.
A few.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
I don't think she was like due for an upgrade or
No.
anything. So
Well,
we kind
actually,
of just
you can't even upgrade an iPhone 7. Like they basically are like keep it, pay it off.
what
'cause
their
it's
plan
so
is
low.
with it. Yeah, because it was like
So such an old phone.
yeah, it was we crunched the numbers and kind of like moved things around a little bit basically with our account and made it work.
So we paid like minimal fees to activate the line, and then the taxes, and then the monthly payment is a little bit higher. But again, it's totally worth it for us to give her this as a gift. And we will clarify, so we had originally thought about, you know, giving her a physical phone that she can take with her. So not as nice of a phone, but something that she could take with her when and if she returns home with her family. But we ran those scenarios and it wasn't going to work because we have Verizon. Her parents, her family would need to have Verizon for that phone to work.
Right.
And so the chances of that are really slim. And because of that, we thought this was the best option. And what'll happen is while she's with us, she will be able to use this phone. She'll be able to continue to save her money. So when she returns home, she can buy her own, which is her ultimate goal. And then if she returns home, you know, any future kids that come into our home will most likely be getting this phone because we'll continue to pay on it.
I think another reason too that like it's probably better that she's not taking this home with her is I think that caseworkers and the county sometimes frown upon like large gifts to foster kids if they're soon going back home for a number of reasons. One reason is that the birth parents can kind of look at like, well, we couldn't have got you that, but your foster parents did. And then they would always feel guilty like, oh, I got this huge expensive gift from my foster parents, but like you guys couldn't get it for me, like that type of thing. So
yeah,
like
there's some
it's
yeah.
there's some like murky waters like with things like this. So it kind of works out good that it's like, hey, while you're with us, this is your phone.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up and we are going to give it to her and see her reaction. I'm
You
so
excited? You excited, Sawyer?
You excited?
Where's Sawyer? There he is. Where's Sawyer?
Sawyer's gonna take the phone.
Well, 1-year-old has an iPhone.
Because you can't just wrap it, because it'll give it away. Oh yeah.
We're really proud of you, how you finished school so strong, especially considering the circumstances.
You've been doing awesome. And I know we're coming up like in a couple weeks. You've been here like a year, so we wanted to get you a little something.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
So it's the iPhone 11.
Wait, I thought it was the 8.
No. So you're going from the 7 to the 11.
7-Eleven.
7-11.
So as long as you're with us, that is your phone.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Hugs. Sorry, didn't do nothing.
He's like, I'll give hugs.
No.
He's like, I always give hugs.
So open it. See what it looks like.
Don't be like those videos that open and then they smash it. You seen those?
Oh my god.
People like open the phone and it falls out and breaks.
Yeah, please don't do that.
That's dangerous. Oh my. It looks just like how it looks right here. Oh my goodness.
It should be like a bigger screen size. You get the portrait mode. You'll be able to get wireless.
There's no home button.
No. You'll be able to get wireless charging.
Oh my thank God.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. Oh, I thought like a lifetime guarantee of Cheetos or something. I don't know.
Lifetime guarantee you'll never run out of Cheetos.
Never.
I mean, if you want Cheetos instead, we can take it back.
Yeah, it's not too
Just
late.
get your Cheetos.